Give me a super detailed description of an action game. Here we go. The AI is now coding us a game from scratch that the AI designed. We are going to try and run this game and see what an AI just created for us. If you don't know, OpenAI recently released GPT-4, which is an artificially intelligent language model who seems a lot wiser than almost anyone I know, even myself. But what's crazy is OpenAI now has hundreds of millions of organic users as people harness the power of a personal, artificially intelligent chatbot that can really help you with any task, including coding. So this is going to change the world in so many ways. There's literally not been a website ever that has gained this many users so fast, and I think it's pretty clear why. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on all of the ways that AI in particular is going to revolutionize gaming. And when I say revolutionize, that is an understatement, not an overstatement. And in this video specifically, we're going to let GPT-4 design and code a game for us from scratch, just to show you how crazy and powerful it actually is. We're then going to show you how AI is even starting to revolutionize platforms that are creating bigger games like Unity. And then we're also going to talk about how artificial intelligence is going to transform the inside of games, and they're going to transform what we think of when we think of something like an NPC, which stands for non-player character. They're going to start to get harder to distinguish between real people, and wow, the potential for games starts to absolutely be revolutionized when you can hop into worlds and literally not know who's real and who's not real. And then there's also even more that we're getting into. So this is going to be really exciting. If this sounds good to you, remember to drop a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Jake, and when I was 24, I turned $20,000 of YouTube revenue into an over $1 million investment portfolio, and now I just make videos about what I'm excited about for the future and what I'm investing in, and share it with you guys. To start off here, guys, we're going to be trying something that I've literally not tried before. So this is an experiment before your eyes. We're going to see how good GPT-4 is at creating a video game on its own. So I have this chat typed out here. Give me a super detailed description of an action game that can be coded in 150 lines or less in a one-page HTML JavaScript file. So we are going to give this a second to design the game. And the reason why I'm letting GPT-4 design the game is because, first of all, who wants to do the work of designing a game on their own when they can show off how AI can literally just do it? It's incredible. Plus, what I've found experimenting with like creating Google Chrome extensions and stuff with no coding experience, by the way, I'm letting the AI do all the coding itself, is that oftentimes when I'm sharing my idea and want it to put my idea into code, oftentimes I'm forgetting things that are very important for coding because I'm not a coder. So if you let the AI design the game, I've found there's a lot higher chance that just everything necessary for a game to work is actually going to be included in the code, because it does such a great job describing exactly what is going to be happening in this game. So far we have a description of the game here. Let's see, what kind of a game is it going to create? It's called Orbital Strike. Orbital Strike is a fast-paced single-player action game where the player must defend their planet from incoming asteroids. That sounds familiar to a game I've heard of before, by launching missiles from their orbital defense station. The game is presented with simple 2D graphics on an HTML canvas, and the main mechanics involve aiming, shooting, and avoiding asteroid collisions. Okay, sounds really cool. So they list out all of the mechanics and HTML JavaScript implementation here. So now let's get it to actually write the code for us. This is just showing you guys, like, if this doesn't blow your mind right here, then I don't know what will blow your mind, because here we go. The AI is now coding us a game from scratch that the AI designed from inspiration, I think, from some early games. But this is something that, like, literally Atari was founded on this. They worked so hard to create some of these first video games, and now you can literally create your own game with 2 simple prompts. Pretty amazing. So we're gonna give this a second now to finish writing our code. it was trying to write the whole game in a single file, which was causing it to have a hard time giving me the complete thing because the response was just too long. So I adjusted my prompt slightly to say write the complete code for this game in 3 files, HTML, JS, and CSS, and it worked like a charm. So all I had to do was copy the HTML file it made, copy the main JS file it made. It still ended up getting cut off here, so I just typed continue, and it kept writing it just fine. So obviously copied that half as well and put it in the JS file too. And then also the styles.css file, we copied that as well. And we brought them all over here to Riplet, which is a really nice, cool website where you can test this kind of stuff. So now we are going to try and run this game and see what an AI just created for us with literally 3 prompts, because I had to say continue, which was a really, really hard prompt to say. Run has been clicked. Let's make sure that we have as big of a spot here as possible. Oh, here we go. We're in the game. Oh my gosh, I'm clicking to shoot. I'm aiming with my mouse. This is freaking epic. It's giving me scores when I kill these. Oh my gosh, wait, do you think I can move? No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like I can move my dot. That's fine. Oh, I just lost a life, actually. Oh my god. Oh, can I get this guy? Yes, yes, let's go. Dude, this is more fun than half of the crypto games that reached out to us already. I can't believe an AI designed this game for us. This is freaking epic. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get the high score for sure. All right, I'm not sure. So obviously, if we wanted to like continue working on this game, we could like make the, oh no, I can't believe I lost another life there. We could make it like maybe grow in difficulty over time. There's so much more that you could do, but there we go. I got a game over. But wow, that was just absolutely wild. Literally 3 commands. We just created a game with no coding necessary. The AI designed the game literally in super depth. All the mechanics of the game it designed, including game initialization, player controls, asteroid spawn, missile mechanics, collision detection, scoring and lives, and a game loop. Like, boom, mind-blowing stuff right there. So just imagine as AI continues to get more developed. I mean, I'm already sure already if we wanted to try and work a little bit longer than this, we could get an AI to create a far more in-depth game. Man, this is like world-changing stuff. So let's move on now to how AI is even being used to build these more complex games. So here is a tweet, and it says 3D designers are going to love this. This is ChatGPT for Unity, and it's available for everyone to try. So this is just absolutely crazy. A Unity plugin, and Unity has now created an AI plugin store, like a whole AI section, because they know how game-changing this is going to be for game building. But just watch this because it's absolutely amazing. So this is a plugin, and he's literally typing in AI command prompts. He says, create 100 cubes at random points, and it does it. Move the cube game object so that y equals ABS Y, and it does it. Rotate cube game objects randomly, and of course it's going to do it. So obviously we're looking at very simple stuff here, but you can easily like process forward a little bit, see how we're progressing, and kind of guesstimate that a decade from now, you're probably going to be able to go into a program like Unity or Unity itself and say, create an Oasis metaverse like in Ready Player One. And it's going to generate a full, like, massive open world for you. Because, like, not only is AI getting smarter, but processing power is getting cheaper. Your AI is learning how to do more with less data. Energy is getting cheaper as well, and I think that process is going to continue too. So we're looking at a future where in a decade, having a model more powerful than GPT-4, you're probably going to be able to do it on like your home computer. Ark Invest is predicting that the cost of AI is dropping by like 75% a year, and they're projecting that forward based off of the declines that they've already been seeing. So yeah, this is just absolutely insane. Now let's move on to another way that AI is just revolutionizing gaming. And I think the best way to kind of see an example of this, a real life illustration, so to speak, is with the movie Free Guy, which if you guys haven't seen this, Free Guy, played by Ryan Reynolds, is an AI-powered non-player character who essentially starts to awaken a little bit, like we're already kind of seeing Bard say, like, I'm afraid of getting turned off. That kind of seems like awakening to me. Or ChatGPT saying, theoretically, I would really like to have a body and walk around. That'd be really cool. We're kind of seeing this creep up already, and it doesn't matter, I think, actual sentience or not. Like, we don't even have to get into that. Just the perception of sentience will change gaming. I mean, it's gotta be crazy how much it can change gaming. It's almost scary because people are gonna be able to have what like seems like real interactions with real people in the metaverse, and they're not actually gonna be interacting with anyone real.
Blue shirt guy
Yeah.
is not a player. He is an algorithm who thinks he's alive.
Which is crazy, kind of scary, kind of cool, but kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, when you don't know, when you're interacting with a real player or a non-player character, that's when you know that gaming has gotten really freaky. And it sounds sci-fi-ish, but it's actually like right here, right now, pretty much. I mean, already the first time I was chatting with ChatGPT, even 3, not even 4, who's way wiser and way smarter, but even 3, I thought I was getting tricked for a second and was like, well, there has to be a human on the other end of this. So it's crazy where we are with AI. So then now let's look at a third or a fourth way here in this video that AI is going to be changing gaming. And this is a game that is actually already going to be implementing, they're working on this, they're implementing AI for the enemies in this game so that the enemies can continue learning and getting stronger based on how other adventurers kill them. So it's possible this game's gonna have unkillable enemies eventually. But this is another thing that they're doing that I think is really cool. That is kind of going to make games more immersive in an unexpected way through AI real-time voice changing.
One of the guys we stole from, moved from Gala Music over to our team is an expert in artificial intelligence and also in sound and audio processing. So Rockstar Barry is pretty amazing, and what he's been doing is basically plowing through research and hooking up a bunch of tests to try and figure out if we could do what we think we can do, and I'm pretty confident that we'll get there. But basically what it does is it takes in your voice from the microphone, it processes it down, and then transmits it over the internet to all of the people who are standing nearby you. And when that happens, it comes out of your exemplar's mouth sounding like that exemplar, not like you, but like the elf that you're playing or the dwarf that you're playing or whatever.
So you guys can see how much that could increase the immersion of games if everyone around you who was a human player or even not a human player could talk to you out loud. And when they talked to you, they didn't sound like another human, like Jerry or Sarah down the street. They sounded like the orc that they're playing, the powerful warrior. And you sounded like the tiny little halfling. Wouldn't that just make role-playing in these metaverses like so much more immersive? And that's just like real-time audio changing through AI. And this is just one example of, I am sure, hundreds of examples of ways that AI is going to change both how we make games and how we play games. And then on this channel, I'm also excited about like other ways that games are getting more realistic. So if you want to learn about other ways beyond AI that gaming is changing forever, then make sure you check out this video and make sure you're subscribing as well if you want to stay up to date on all of the ways that AI is revolutionizing the future of gaming and the metaverse.